enjoying yourself this weekend?
Oh, man, have I! I have loved the meeting so much, learning about God's world and God's nature and all things natural. It's been so much fun.
It has been a lot of fun. Well, I was thinking maybe we could work on the God's World chip.
Oh, yes, let's do it.
All right. So, do you know, how did the world come to be?
God created it.
How do you know that?
I read it in the Bible.
Where did you read it in the Bible?
Genesis.
Genesis what?
1.
Genesis 1 what?
1.
What does Genesis 1:1 say?
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
You're right. It sure does. Yeah. So, you know, there are a lot of different theories about how the world was created. Some
Sure.
people think that there was a big bang, and that some people think there was evolution. Some people think the world has been around for millions and millions of years. Have you heard of any of those theories?
Yeah, I learned about some of them in school.
Yeah. You know, I learned about some of them in school too. And, you know, I mean, lots of people believe different things, but I think you're right. The Bible tells us that God created the heavens and the earth, and God put the earth into motion.
Yeah.
And the Bible says that there was nothing, and then God spoke. I was thinking, what if we read that whole story together? And what I'm thinking is that we can act out that story a little bit with our families later, but we'll read it together now and just kind of see what it looked like when God created the world.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, you want to do that? All right, here we go. So, in the beginning...
Miss Becky?
Yeah.
Can I read the God parts?
Sure, you can read.
Woohoo! Okay.
In the beginning, there was no earth or sky or sea or animals.
That sounds boring.
It was boring. And then God spoke into the darkness, into the black of nothing.
And he said, "Let there be light."
And right away, there was light.
Zip, zam, boom, there it was.
God scattered the darkness, and God said,
"That's good. From now on, when it's dark, it will be night, and when it's light, it will be day."
And evening came, and the night, which was the first night, passed, and then light turned into day, and it was the first day.
The first day.
And on the second day, God made the earth, and over it he carefully hung the vast blue sky. He stood back and admired his creation.
That's good too.
God said, and the second day was over. The next morning, God looked around and thought,
The earth needs a bit more organization.
So he put all the water in one place and all the dry ground in another place. When he had all that finished, God made plants to cover all the land. Dandelions and daffodils, they all appeared, and all sorts of trees and grasses began to grow.
Oh, it's looking great now.
Said God, and that was the end of the third day.
Third day.
On the fourth day, God looked around and he thought,
The daylight still needs a bit more work, and the night is just a little bit too dark.
So God made the sun to light the sky during the day, and the moon and the stars to add a little bit of sparkle to the night. He hung them in the sky and stepped back to look at his work.
This is coming along quite nicely.
The next day, God turned his attention to the water that he had collected into the oceans.
I want these waters teeming with life.
As soon as he said that, it was so. In no time, There were small fish darting through the shallow water and huge fish swimming in the oceans. There were whales jumping, and God made birds too, and he sent them soaring in the air.
Ah, that is good,
Said God as dusk started to fall over the water and the sky grew dark. And that was the end of the 5th day.
5th day.
On the 6th day, God added creatures to the land. He made lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
He made rabbits and sheep and cows. He added everything from ants to zebras to the land. But he still felt like something was missing.
That was A to Z. That's funny.
So God added man to enjoy and take care of all that he had created. God looked around and said,
This is good.
So after 6 days, the whole universe was complete. And on the 7th day, God rested, and he enjoyed everything that he had made.
I bet he got to go play with the lions and the tigers and jump in the ocean with the whales.
I think you're probably right. That would be really fun, wouldn't it? I think he really enjoyed the creation that he made. And more importantly, I think he was so happy that he could make such a beautiful world for us.
I think so too.
So I was wondering, Katie, of
Yeah.
all the things that God has made, of all the things that are out there that are fun and amazing that we see God's hand in, what are 5 of your favorite things that God has created for you?
Oh, 5. Oh, I can only pick 5?
Only
Oh,
5.
There are so many things that I love so much.
What about you guys? Do you guys have 5 favorite things that God created for you?
Yes, tell us your 5 things. I know, hold on. Boingy, 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 boingy. I love bunny rabbits. Aren't they cute?
They
They're
are
so
adorable.
soft and fuzzy and a cute little tail.
And a cute little nose.
bunny nose.
Bunny rabbits are really fun. That's a great thing to really like. The animals that God created for us are all really amazing, and we've learned about so many of them this weekend.
Yes, I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah. All right. What else can you think of that you love that God created? What's something else that's your favorite?
I know. Hold on. Mom, I need my skis. I love winter.
Winter. Okay.
And snow and sledding and skiing and snow. Did I mention I love snow?
You did mention that. Yeah, God created us some really amazing seasons, didn't he?
Yes.
All right, what else do you have?
Let me see. Okay, lilacs. Oh, they smell so good, and flowers, and springtime, and oh, I love flowers.
Flowers. God made us amazing plants, didn't he? Flowers and trees and all sorts of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lilacs are great.
Yes.
All right, what else do you have?
Okay, next. Let me see. Hold on, I put it over here, and I found it. This is my favorite creation of all time. I'm so glad that God created them. Okay, let me show you. Can you guess? I'm so excited. It is my family. It's my Nona and my papa, and then that's me and my brother, and we went for a hike together, and we had so much fun, and the scenery was beautiful too. And do you see it?
Yeah, can I see it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great picture.
Yes. I have it in a frame in my room so I can see it every day.
That's a really good idea.
I'm so glad God created families.
I think families are one of the best things that God has created for
Me
us.
too.
Yeah, all sorts of things. And you know what I was thinking?
What?
I was thinking, that reminds me of a song that all these things that God has made. It reminds me of the Maker song we've been singing in worship.
I like that song.
Isn't that a great song?
I keep singing that song. It gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a maker and the maker loves me.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a really cool thing. So, when you're singing this song about God creating the world, remember that He's made all of these wonderful things for us, all of these things for us to enjoy, and all of these things to remind us how much He loves us.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I was wondering, we've talked about the world a little bit. We've talked about all the things that God has made on it. But the world's a pretty big place, right?
Yes, it's really big.
It's huge.
We had to drive from one side of Vermont to the other side of the Vermont, and it took a long time. And then I looked at the map and realized how small Vermont really was, and oh, the Earth must be really big.
The Earth is so big, and you know what? Vermont is a really, really little state. There are some states that it would take you all day to drive across.
Oh, no.
Yeah, in Vermont, you can get from top to bottom in just a couple of hours, like 2 or 3.
It still felt like a long time.
Oh, well, it does feel like a long time, particularly when you're little, but imagine if it took you 10 or 12 hours to cross your state.
Oh, that's a long time.
It would be a long time. Anyway, you're right. Vermont is really small in compared to the whole world. And I brought my globe with us today.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Yeah. So I brought my globe with us today. And this is the whole world. And I wanted to show you where we live on the globe.
Okay.
So we've got South America down here.
Okay.
But we're not in South America, are we?
No.
We're in North America.
Oh, yeah, that's
America's
us.
Up
Right there.
here. So we're in this orangey yellow space here.
Yeah,
and
we're kind of right there on that little edge right there.
We live right up in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, if you live in Florida, you're down here somewhere.
Ooh.
And if you
in
live
the
in Alaska,
peninsula.
you're
Well,
over
Alaska's
here.
very cold. That's where the polar bears live.
And if you're in Mexico, maybe you live down here.
Ooh.
Let's see, where else might we be looking for? Oh, we've got some friends from Lebanon, and those guys, they're over here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and let's see, who else do we know? We have some friends from Bermuda, and those guys are right in here.
Oh, we had some friends from Africa.
We do
Where's
have some from
Africa?
Africa. This is Africa right here. Africa is really big.
That is really big.
Yeah, so it depends on where you're from. You know what the really cool thing is?
What?
No matter where you live in the world, all around the world, there are people that love Jesus.
Oh, that is so neat.
And no matter where you go around the world, you can find adventurers that love Jesus.
Oh, wow. That is so cool.
So even though we live here in the United States, you could go anywhere and find someone who believes the same things you do and knows Jesus like you do. And that, I think, is really cool.
That is really neat. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that I was thinking we could do, because I know you really like
Is it crafty?
It's
I
a
love
craft.
crafts. Does it involve glue?
It does
I
involve
love glue. Oh, I'm so excited already. Tell me.
Okay, so one of the things I was thinking we could do is we could make a collage of a world. So,
Ooh.
yeah, so in Google Classroom, there's a printout that you can get, and you can use tissue paper to glue it inside the world, and you can color the animals and the plants on the outside of the world, and you can put blue tissue paper to be the sea, green tissue paper to be the land.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
And you can have a world to remind you that this is God's world and that He loves us so much.
Oh, I can't wait.
I think it's
I
gonna
bet
be a
Louie
lot
would
of
want to
fun.
do it too. Louie, did you hear that? We get to do a craft, and we get to use tissue paper and glue and color and oh, Miss Becky, I can't wait.
All right, well, let's say goodbye.
Oh,